Welcome to Springfield High School as the Springfield Blue Devils play host to the Bowsher Rebels. Glad to have you along tonight. My name is Matt Melzak, joined tonight by Mike Jewell. And Mike, wait, if you like... to Springfield High School as the Springfield Blue Devils play host to the Bowsher Rebels. Glad to have you along tonight. My name is Matt Melzak, joined tonight by Mike Jewell. And Mike, wait, if you like the running game, this is the game for you tonight.
Hey, and I do. I love the running game, but you'll see it done a couple of different ways. You'll see it out of the gun, and then you'll see that traditional sort of fullback dive game.
Well, let's start it off with the running backs in this game. Let's start with a quarterback that he only ran for 238 yards last week. That's Eric Page for Springfield.
Just a wonderful high school football player. Great weapon. He's got the agility. He's got the speed. He's got the endurance. I mean, in that article after the game, he said, I wasn't even tired. His ability to run is just something that's so special, and he also gets the tough yards. So Eric Page just brings new dimensions to that shotgun formation for Springfield.
Bowsher, they're going to keep the ball on the ground pretty much the entire night, and they've got a stable of running backs that can do it.
That's it. I tell you what, I think it's going to start with Sharon Brown, big number 8. He's got some quarterback experience in his younger years, but he's settled into that fullback position, which for Bowsher is the key to what they do running the ball. That fullback's going to get the long fake from quarterback Brian Shelton, and then they're going to attack that defensive tackle area for Springfield. Sharon's a tough runner. He's got the ability to break off some big plays. Now, Greg Hannibal's going to help from the slot position. Brian Shelton's going to sort of engineer it all, almost like a shortstop from his quarterback spot.
Well, the running game, it's whoever's able to push around the other line. That might be the telltale sign for this game here tonight. We'll be back with a Banner Mattress Coach's Corner so we get you ready for Springfield and Bowsher on BCSN. All right, welcome back. Time for the Banner Mattress Coach's Corner. And first up, we'll talk Springfield Blue Devil football with their head coach, Dave Conley. And, Coach, great start to the season last week. A big win for Springfield.
There's no doubt about it. And I said earlier last week, it doesn't matter who we play. We hadn't won an opening game in 5 years. So it's a great feeling, and it just validates what we've been trying to do around here for the last 3 years since I got the job. So it was a pretty good week of practice, let me tell you.
I could certainly imagine. Let's talk about trying to go 2-0 here tonight against the Bowsher Rebels. What do you have to do against this club?
Well, I like what Rob's doing with that offense. They're like Oak Harbor. We stop the run game. I think we're going to be in good shape. We got to stop that run game. There's no question about it.
And everything basically starts with number 5 with this offense, doesn't it?
Well, there's no question that, but we're hoping our defense, which is much improved from a year ago, gets some credit for last week, and hopefully they're going to play real good this week.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck tonight against Bowsher.
Thank you very much, and by the way, you guys do a great job with all these high school sports, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's flip it over to Mike Jewell, who's covering the Bowsher Rebels.
Thanks, Matt. Mike Jewell here with Bowsher head coach Robert Garber. Robert, thanks for coming over. Start of a new season, the birth of a new school over on Arlington Avenue. Got to be some excitement, but it create any issues logistically as far as getting the team over?
Well, you know what? It's a great place. It's gorgeous. I think the kids love the fact it's air conditioned. The only headache really been is that we've got to get bused after school over to the old facility for practice. And there was a hiccup the first day, and after that, it's kind of be all right.
That's great. Tonight's game, offensively, what do you see as the keys for the Bowsher Rebel offense?
Keeping the ball.
That's it. You run into a situation like that with Page, and on the defensive side, what do you see? What are the things that you want to get done when Springfield's got the football?
Tackle number 5.
That's it. Now, a game like Eric Page, do you play up the fact this week in practice that you're playing an issue like that, or do you play it down?
I'll be honest. You know what? We don't really talk about Eric. We didn't talk about Springfield. We talk about what we have to do to execute what we're coached. So we talk about our standards, where we want them, and if we met that standard that day in practice.
Perfect. Coach, thanks so much. Have a great Friday night. Thanks for being with us. And we'll be back for the opening kickoff after this.
Springfield High School here in Toledo, Ohio, and we're ready. Opening kickoff. Jeff Chesser kicks it down. It's fielded at the 10-yard line, but on a knee, and that'll be where the Springfield Blue Devils will get started here on offense. Matt Milzak along with Mike Jewell. Glad to have you along tonight from Springfield. And we'll get our first look at this powerful Springfield offense headed up by Eric Page, who is coming off maybe the best opening week of high school football known to man, as he counted for about 437 yards of total offense. Here's the Springfield starting lineup brought to you by the Andersons. And there they are, backs and receivers. These guys are going to see the football all night long, Mike.
They will have their opportunity because of the focus the defense has to put on Eric Page, who it seems like week one, you're right, running the ball 220 yards, but he threw it for another 2 1/4. A lot of ways to attack.
Eric Page out of the shotgun. He'll take it from the 5-yard line. Wants to run. Skips ahead to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. One man to beat. He's in the field. Goodbye. Eric Page to the races. 90 yards. Touchdown to Springfield. One play, and it's 6 points.
Wow. Do not blink. Just a simple off-tackle scheme. Lead zone block it up front. He picks his hole, finds his seam. Take a look at that cut. Full speed on the cut. And now right here. Shift, sees it right there. You called it, Matt. He's gone. He gets a nice block. Sprinting out in front of him, just running with him is Tyler Grogg. But Eric Page, that's just magical stuff on Friday nights, baby.
What a way to open the game for the Springfield Blue Devils. They take a knee on the opening kickoff. Extra point is up, and it is true. And Springfield, one play. That's all they needed. One play, and they got 6. 7-0. Devils have the lead.
Announced the kick for Springfield. Let's go! Let's go!
Nice run. Welcome back to Springfield. 7-0. The Blue Devils have the lead. And the Bowsher Rebels will come out on the offense. Eric Page, one play, 90 yards. Ought to take a little bit of a breather after that one.
He's got to be a little bit winded. He's got to be a little bit winded after that, Matt. Let's
take a look at the Bowsher Rebels starting lineups, brought to you by the YMCA and JCC of Greater Toledo. This is this offense. This is where this is going to hinge, Mike. Is where one of these backs and receivers can make some plays.
Move chains, hold on to the football. Obviously, we all see the reason why. The longer the ball's in Bowser's hands, Brian Shelton, their quarterback, the more it cannot get into Eric Page's hands. That's a real challenge here for the Bowser offense tonight.
Well, here we go. Bowsher, first down and 10. They're on their own 39-yard line. Good field position for the Rebels to start things up. And they'll fake it, and they'll look for the pitch. It's outside of the 40. Cut back 45, and up near the 50-yard line is Greg Hannibal. Well, he told you he might get the football a lot. He gets it on the first play. There's that option, Mike. Talk about this offense for Bowsher.
Beautiful execution there by Brian Shelton. We talked about him sort of being the shortstop, turning two. It's his job. That's a pure read that he's doing with the fullback, and he reads it, sees it, and then makes the pitch to Hannibal.
Let's take a look at the defense alignment for Springfield. They'll go front four. Damian Smith tough off the end for the Devils. Good linebacking core as well for Springfield.
Always.
Inside handoff, plenty of room inside to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 on the run for Sharon Brown. Talked about him in the open.
And that's that attack mode still. You might look at it and see, hey, that's just a fullback dive. It's not. Quarterback Shelton's making the read, and he can put that in his stomach and pull it out like he did on the first play. That time he gives it to him. He likes the read of the defensive tackle. Sharon Brown does a great job of finishing the run.
2 runs, 22 yards for Bowsher, and they'll set it up first down and 10 from the Springfield 40-yard line. And Shelton will keep it inside, trying to skip his way forward. And he got about a yard, and that's it for Brian Shelton. He will be dropped.
And we take a look from the Springfield defensive side. Here we go, making the read, making the fake, and a great football play there by Rick Meek, linebacker for Springfield. It is assignment football tonight, Matt, for that Springfield defense. They've all got assignments. They've got to win their line of scrimmage to free themselves and then play assignment football. Trust your teammate to do his job.
Shelton under center, second down and 9. And they'll toss it out, looking to get some room as Hannibal cuts it back. Nice running. Oh, somehow he managed to find about 6 yards when he should have been stopped for a loss of 3.
Beautiful run there by Greg. Gets the pitch nice and deep. Gets the pitch because he's in motion, sort of full speed. They got to time that pitch up. And a nice job. You can see here, great penetration by the Springfield defensive end. Does his job. But Greg just finds a way to stay alive, keep the play alive. Found a little seam cutback and picked up 6.
Third down and 4 for the Rebels. They need to cross the Springfield 30-yard line for a first down. Inside handoff and not much running room there for Sharon Brown. He got about a yard. He'll come up short. It'll be 4th down.
We'll get a great look at it here. This time the fullback dive gets a little bit wider. You're going to take it off tackle, try and hit something off of your right tackle there. But John Garrico, great job winning the battle at the line of scrimmage from his defensive tackle spot and then finishing up making the tackle.
4th down. They need the 30-yard line. Does Bowsher. The Rebels will go. And a good fake by Shelton. He's around the corner inside the 30. Give him a first down to the 26-yard line. So Mike Jewell, they go for it on 4th down and they convert.
Great decision by Coach Garber and the Bowsher offensive staff and better execution. Look at Brian Shelton, just tucks it in there. You've got to honor Sharon Brown. And then Brian Shelton, very aware of the down and distance. Don't risk on that pitch. He knows he can get the first down. He's got the edge. Put the shoulder pads down and attack the ball. Line of scrimmage.
First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Rebels driving down by 7. And they'll toss sweep. And some room up. Oh, and a good tackle at the 20-yard line. Otherwise, walking his way to the end zone is Troy Braden.
Give a great pitch here. See Greg Hannibal with a nice block there right on the edge. Looked like Springfield was coming inside out to make the play. Slot back Greg Hannibal just got a piece of him. And he almost broke that. You're right.
Talon Patterson on the carry. My bad. Good run, though, from him. Got 8.
A lot of different weapons already.
Shelton looking at a second down and short. And he'll hand it off to Brown, trying to get inside the 10. Flag is down right about as Brown is pushed out of bounds.
Nice execution. Looked like there was a little bit of motion up front in the interior of that Bowsher offensive line. Little bit of a twitch. I'm sure that's what the referees caught. Oh, illegal shift. Might have been the quarterback that was just moving a little bit. But look a little off sequence. There might have been a couple guys just moving. And again, you get down in the red zone. You want to simplify snap count, simplify everything, and just execute. Kids are going to try too hard.
How difficult is it to stop an offense like this one for Bowsher?
I don't think the normal fan realizes how difficult it is because it looks like such a simple set. You know, they're running 2 or 3 plays, but they're reading the defense, and as the quarterback gets more and more comfortable with it, you take advantage sometimes of the defense's own strengths. It's a very difficult offense to stop when it is running well.
Second down and 7. Ball is resting on the 22-yard line of Springfield. Bowsher, and this one was a misread. Shelton went one way. Everyone else for Bowsher went the other.
That's the execution that has to take place down in the red zone. Just sort of a miscommunication. Turns and goes the other way, and Springfield's more than ready to clean up. Ken Garrico there, just wrapping up and finishing. along with Patrick Hartman. And those are the mistakes you just have to avoid in an offense like this, because you're going to churn out those yards, 3, 4, 5 yards. You don't want to give up a penalty, and now another 4 yards on this one, setting up 3rd and 10.
They need to get inside the 15-yard line. Shelton gonna throw, has a man open. It's complete at the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Talon Patterson got it. We'll check the flag. It's holding against Bowsher. Boy, negating a touchdown for the Rebels. Wide open, terrific play call, Mike.
Unbelievably pure execution off the play action fake. We'll get a look at it here. Look, Brian Shelton with the reverse fake, the reverse pitch, and it just sucks those linebackers in, gets set, delivers a strike. But again, Springfield pressure, attack from the interior. Defensive linemen create holding calls like that. You know, when you're getting held, you tell those defensive guys, don't stop because you're getting held. Keep rushing, keep attacking. That's when referees start to see the jersey turn, and that's when you get the call.
Oh, and that one,
boy, it hurts.
Really penalizes Coach Garber and the Bowsher Rebels. Takes them back all the way to the 40-yard line.
Now, game of field position here, but also you can think of this, even at 3rd and 25, you can think of this, hey, if we can get a 15-yard play here, we got a shot to maybe try it again on 4th down. So this isn't as bad as it can look here.
And they'll hand it off inside. Some running for Hannibal, and he lost the football as he went down, but I think they're going to mark it down at the 35-yard line. So Hannibal gains 5. He's got 21 yards on 3 carries so far in this first quarter.
He's run well. This sets up an interesting situation. You're on the 35-yard line, but at the same time, it's 4th and 19. And I think the long field goal here, we're going to get a look at Jeff Chesser's leg, and it is special. He's a big-time football player. Let's take a look at this. It's going to be
from the 42-yard line. He's looking at 52 here. This is quite the snap is good, but we're going to stop it beforehand.
Good look here, and could be
And
heading back to 57, partner.
This may be turning into punt status here. Well, certainly disappointing on this opening drive for Bowsher. But one thing you did mention, getting first downs, controlling the clock, as we saw Eric Page very explosive. That's why Springfield has the 7-0 lead.
Exactly, and the ability, disappointing, you're right, frustrating, absolutely, but again, you're going to get those offensive linemen over there on the Bowsher sideline. Coach Garber's going to talk to them, and there's going to be, hey, we've been here, we've done this, we just got to execute and finish drives.
And a low snap is fielded, and the punt is a good job to get that punt away. It'll bounce and knock down at the 19-yard line, and that's where Springfield will take over. 1st down and 10. But a solid opening drive for Bowsher, and actually one penalty away from having this game knotted up at 7.
That's it, and that's what you want to carry. You want to talk, sort of execute. Now, on the Springfield sideline, you're going to get the defense sort of execute, and I think against an offense like this, you asked earlier, one of the things that has to happen is you've got to get great interior line play from your 2 defensive tackles. They've got to own the line of scrimmage. They've got to take away that fullback dive and also create the lanes for the linebackers to attack and see the ball, and that's what Springfield's going to be talking about.
To Dave Connolly, the head coach of the Springfield Blue Devils, as this fabulous quarterback who stands in the shotgun back at his own 15-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Springfield, and nowhere to go for Page, but he's able to escape. Give him 5, 10, 15, 20 before he's finally upended as he crossed the 35-yard line and tackled down at the 37. It's a pickup of 17.
And you want to talk frustrating. The Bowsher defense did a lot of things right there. They created some penetration. I think they might have gotten a little too deep in the backfield with the shotgun and giving them some angles, but the left side was gone, and Eric just does such a great job of sensing and seeing and making something happen. And I tell you what, he's also doing a great job of reading his downfield blocks, which is creating an extra angle and an extra shot at more yardage.
1st down and 10, Page out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap, wants to throw, has it complete on the far side, up across the 40 to the 45-yard line. 2 yards shy of a first down as he got that one complete on the far side. That was to Jake Glover.
Simple execution. It's nothing but a throw and a catch. And that's what you talked about earlier, Matt. These other players on the Springfield offense, they will get the ability to be out in space because the defense has to respond and has to put a number of football players on number 5, which will open up the flats, open up across the middle. And Eric Page has proven with last week, he can take advantage of that as a thrower.
He threw for 2 touchdowns in the game last week to go along with rushing for 230 yards. He'll take the snap, running forward, able to hang on to the football. It's the first down up to the 49-yard line, give him 4 yards. Move the stick.
That's what I find so effective about him and so surprising. You see all the game-breaking moves in the 75-yard runs. Give me a back, a tailback in the eye, a quarterback in the gun that can attack and get those tough yards. That 2nd and 2, you know you're coming off tackle, get the shoulder pads low, planed off, and go get the first down. That was a great, tough run by a great running back.
First down and 10 for Springfield.
Pretty good numbers there. 3 carries, 112 yards.
Not too bad. And a handoff this time for Springfield. Nothing doing. A flag comes in late after the running play.
It's on the 50.
To Alex Grogg.
It's going back though.
Nice defensive execution that time by the Bowsher defense, led by Vincent Faust and a host of others. They won the battle at the line of scrimmage. And again, just like the hold that was created there, the block in the back that time's created by that Bowsher defense, winning it to the point of attack and creating the bad angle for the Springfield line. Nice job.
Well, this puts Springfield backed up with a first down at 10. As they go all the way back to their own 37-yard line. First and 23. Looks like Page will go at the empty backfield. He'll wait the snap, takes it, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Another flag is down. Early on, the officials taking the spotlight in this game.
We talked about that last week with week 1. We're going to see it a little bit here tonight. Both teams might count down, but again, it's the execution just a little bit sloppy. Again, holding's a sloppy play, I think, up front. It's when you're not moving your feet enough, the defensive guy's beating you, and that's what creates the hold. I like the little flash screen call, but Bowsher did a real nice job of playing their space and attacking their space. Bowsher has a great deal of team speed, especially in the linebacker and defensive backfield positions, and that will help. But at the same time, Eric Page is just one of those kids that is such a neat combination, Matt, of speed, power, and senses and seeing things. It represents such a challenge.
Well, this will open up your playbook a little bit. First down and 33.
I'm going to guess number 5 here. I'm not a betting man, but he's going to do something with the football.
He's got it under a little bit of pressure, but he's going to throw it up, and it is knocked away. Back defensively was Sharon Brown. He went up and knocked it down, knocked it away. Good defensive play there, Mike.
Really was. Went off, got the ball at its highest point. We see here, nice effortless toss there. But Bowser's got it well covered, well defended, and a nice job by Sharon. As a defensive back, it's a free-for-all. You've got just as much right to go get it. Great shot here. And we see Sharon get up, get it down, and get it knocked down.
Actually had a better chance of making the catch on that one than any of the receivers of Springfield. So Eric Page throws his first incompletion. He'll take it on the run this time, able to skip through one tackle. But a good job by the Rebels defense to hold him to just a short gain of 5.
Tony Whitaker coming from his middle linebacker position, making the play there. And with a kid like Page, it's not enough just to get the shoulder pads on him and lay a lick on him. Sometimes that helps him because he has such great balance. You've got to wrap him up, and you've got to grab cloth as you wrap up and hit him, and then sprint through with your feet because you know his feet are going to keep going. Nice play by Whitaker.
So third down and a lot. I think it's safe to say.
Yes, it is.
Page will roll out to his left. No one to throw to. Now he's got to tuck it and run. Has some running room. Up to the 40, the 45. Cuts his way back. 50. Got to the 45 of Bowsher before he's finally dropped. Gained about 22 yards on the run. He needed about 27.
Again, just making something out of nothing. Great run there. Beautiful cutback. We see it there. He maintains his speed as he cuts back in such an extraordinary fashion. It's fun to see. Tell you what, I thought Tony Shepler was open early on sort of the throwback route. He was backside, and that might be something Springfield comes back to. As Page sort of comes to his left, the ability to hit Shepler down on that right side could be there.
A timeout on the field. Springfield wants to talk it over. The 4th down awaiting. They're up by 7. Seven 0 Springfield has the lead. Down and 3.5, close to 4. And they're going to go for it. Page out of the gun, takes the snap, looks, throws. And is it caught? It is at the 39-yard line. They'll convert. First down and 10 for Springfield.
What a gutsy call, and again, what brilliant execution. 4th down and 4, sits in the pocket, delivers an absolute strike to Ed Huntley. Boy, that's just a beautiful football play, Matt.
Huntley with a nice reception because that was a low pass, but he went down and got it, and it was just enough for the first down.
Have to do it. Make sure of the catch. That's great composure. That's nice. Nice wide receiver ability.
4 wides in the game, again out of the shotgun. They'll go with the inside, a handoff, trying to get Alex Grogg loose, and he is tackled. Good tackle at the 39-yard line, a gain of about a yard.
Taylor Patterson comes off his block beautifully. Looks like they had some running room. Looks like Grogg was about ready to get to that edge. Does a great job, Patterson, of coming off his block and then delivering a real hit, coming through the numbers.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Springfield with a 7-0 lead. They're on the move. Now to 1:40 to go in the opening quarter.
I like this. They're sort of picking up the tempo, creating the tempo, getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be Page trying it right up the middle. Not much running room there. He got a couple of yards down to the 35-yard line before he's pushed back.
Nice job coming off the football at the point of attack by that Springfield offensive front. Sort of won the battle with the pads. Looked like Christian Pfaff, Gary Times doing a nice job at the point of attack, attacking people. But again, Page gets the tough yards, and what looks like a great stop by the Rebel defense ends up being a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Sets up 3rd down, very manageable, just 4. From the Bowsher 33-yard line. Page waits, takes the snap. He's going to try the outside, has the first down and more. Inside the 25-yard line, the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Eric Page getting loose again.
Another great look at it here. Dominic Apostle from his right tackle position just sort of battles and creates an edge for Page to get to. Almost pass protection-like scheme. And Eric, again, great vision, great sense of getting his boundary. Take a look. That downfield blocking is really helping. That time again, it's Tyler Grogg just battling and ripping with his feet, creating space. Those wide receivers know Eric Page can end up anywhere on the field, so just keep blocking.
So far, he has a 90-yard run, a 17-yard run, a 23-yard run, and a 28-yard run for Eric Page. Out of the gun, he's going to look to punch it in himself, and he does. 5 yards in for the touchdown. Page with his 2nd touchdown run of the game, and Springfield is up 13-0.
Beautiful scheme there. Nice splits, disciplined splits by the offensive line, and it just creates some lanes to run through. The lanes there lead back. Damian Smith just sort of steps in there, but they really don't need him. That offensive front by Springfield, great splits, then great execution.
So Page strikes again. He'll stay out. Why? Because he does the kicking. They dumped him in on the extra point. He's accounted for all 14 points so far in the first quarter for Springfield. A 5-yard touchdown run matches his 90-yard scamper. And it's 14-0, Blue Devils. Oh, you're a smart coach.
SHS 30 years. McMillan's SHS 18 years.
Nothing. Springfield has the lead. Bowsher will get the football for the second time. Fielded at the 20-yard line. Some good running room up over the 30, 35-yard line to the 36 as James Borders returned it for Bowsher. And good field position again. Remember, they started their first drive on the 40.
Changed nothing offensively. It was a great drive by the Bowsher Rebels until down in the red zone, some execution miscues. You know what you can do. You've seen the defense now. I would expect some adjustments. I'd expect the linebackers to sort of see some key reads, pick some things up a little bit, and those defensive tackles have to play big for Springfield.
First down and 10 for the Rebels. Couple of yards up to the 45-yard line. Good 5-yard gain on first down for Bowsher as Sharon Brown just pushes the pile, basically.
He made a great read there. The tackles were lined real wide that time. It looked like outside shoulders of the guards. And so Sharon just sort of sees it and slides back to an open little seam to pick up a 3-yard gain.
So it's second down. About 6, closer to 6 for Bowsher from their own 40-yard line. Now we got whistles. And the end of the quarter, that's why they blew it dead. We're through one. 14-0 Springfield. Eric Page with a 90-yard touchdown run and a 5-yard touchdown run. They're up by 2 scores. Page with 14 points. Bowsher with nothing after 1.
He's still not breathing heavy to me. What great shape he's got to be in. He mentioned after the Oak Harbor game, he was surprised by how good he felt. Looks like he's on his way again, Matt.
That's right, 14-0. We start quarter number 2. Matt Melzak along with Mike Jewell and some movement up front. Be a free 5 yards here for the Bowsher offense.
I like it there. That's a great job. Shows some leadership there by Brian Shelton. Those are hidden yards. That cadence call, it helps. This part of the field, it helps. That situation, 2nd and 7. That's a quarterback stepping up and thinking outside the realm of X's and O's. Great leadership by Brian Shelton there.
And that sets up a very manageable 2nd down and 3. For Bowsher, they got to get to their own 42-yard line. Or, excuse me, 47-yard line. And Browner will keep it himself, and Brian Shelton carries it ahead. The quarterback for Bowsher should have enough for the first down to move the sticks. He got to the 42.
Kept the play alive. He used the fullback real well, not just as a fake, but almost as an ability in the semi-blocker to sort of get around it. Springfield had real nice point of attack, pressure in the backfield.
So the Rebels move the chains.
This is what it's all about. And now nice, you don't want to go slow, but you don't really want to hurt your offense. You have some time, that's a great thing.
Yeah, we can go down and score. That's a bonus. And they'll hand it off with some running room to the outside. You see a little bit of that speed from the Rebels. Gain of a couple there as Talon Patterson carries it. Ended up being a short gain. Good defense by Springfield.
Stay home. Sean Warren from his defensive back position just sort of smells out the counter and reverse action. Comes off his block nicely. Boy, defensive backs in corners. Seeing him play up, sort of what we call that cover 2 defense. They've got to provide run support. And that's a really nice job there by Warren.
2nd down and 8 for Bowsher. Shelton waits, and he'll toss it out. Has Hannibal loose on the near side. He's got 5, 10, 15, and busts his way down to the 31-yard line. Good gain, and a 1st down, and a flag at the end of the play.
Get a great look at here, coming into our screen, coming into your living room. Greg sort of sees things, attacks it, gets maximum yards out of it, and we'll see what the flag is.
Gain of 20. And an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Springfield. It's after the whistle. Might be right there.
Missed it. We saw a little extracurricular activity. Obviously, the referee caught. First thing happened, it looked like there was a little bit of a comeback motion there. Again, it gets emotional. Referees do a great job of getting right on top of that right now, where let's get back to playing football, keep it clean.
Well, and here we go again. Bowsher, Mike Jewell, inside the 20-yard line, down by 2 scores, but have been able to show so far in their 2 drives that they can move the football.
That's it. Here comes down to some simplicity and some absolute execution. Communication in the huddle translates to confidence at the line of scrimmage.
Shelton with a handoff and plenty of running room up the middle, but a flag on the play as Sharon Brown scampered into the end zone, but again, a penalty flag will wipe out another touchdown for Bowsher.
Good call. You could see the twitch there from the slot back at the top of the screen for the Bowsher Rebels, and it's just a twitch, but that's 5 yards. That's illegal motion. Great pickup by the official. The referee in the back, he sees it, and those are the mistakes you just cannot make any time, but especially when you're going to play a team like Springfield that's got such offensive firepower.
Yeah, and we've already seen that with 2 touchdowns on the board. And Coach Garber talking things over with his quarterback. Round 2 scores.
1st and 15 here. No need to get out of your offense. You're sitting fine. You're getting some nice chunks of yardage, but you've got to eliminate those mistakes.
Brown will stand right behind the quarterback. Shelton will toss it out. Has some room inside the 20, the 15, the 10, to the 5, down the sideline. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown, Rebels! Tyler Patterson scampers in from 21 yards out, and the Rebels are on the board.
Beautiful job there, just taking the pitch full speed. He's in motion anyway, and now it's just a race to get to that edge. Tucks it away nicely and just finds the edge. Just full speed, full sprint. Nice run by Patterson, and nice response there by the Bowsher Rebels, Matt.
Yep, came right back. A good drive, and they got the touchdown there. And they snap bad, though, back. Bounced its way back, and the extra point will be no good. But Bowsher does get on the board, 14-6. Springfield has the lead. They'll get it next after the 21-yard touchdown run by Talon Patterson for the Rebels.
Jets are out the kick.
Well, Talon Patterson's 21-yard scamper into the end zone has Bowsher on the board. They trail at 14-6 after the low squib kicks. Springfield will get the ball, first down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. So the Bowsher offense able to capitalize. Springfield is 2 for 2 on their drives. And so far, the only thing to stop an offense in this game is a holding call. Like, otherwise we'd have touchdowns 4 straight drives.
All matched up. So much of this game for the Bowsher Rebels is going to be about responding to adversity. Eric Page is going to do things on the field that will make your head spin and get you frustrated. And you got to fight that frustration, get back out there and respond.
He'll wait the snap, takes it. It's off the end, he'll throw it up, but this one is too deep for everyone. Overshot everybody. They came with the corner blitz and it forced Page to throw it up.
I'd expect to see a little bit more of that maybe from Bowsher. Now, the danger of blitzing is you can over-pursue into the backfield and give him a chance, Eric, to sort of tuck it up and run. But I think that's the only way you can sort of get after him is with some pressure. And that was a nice job there because he's proven he can throw the football.
2 for 4 so far in this game for just 13 yards. And he will roll, throws, it's complete. And knocked down just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of about 4 on the play as the pass goes complete to Jake Glover.
Nice job, stepping, moving again, just to throw and catch out in space. Real nice play there by Greg Hannibal, just sort of flying all over the field. Very undersized linebacker, number 5, the slot back also on offense. But he's going to be a key to this game because he matches up speed-wise from an inside backer position. You know the DBs have some speed, but they have some linebackers that can move and fly. Really going to help the Rebels tonight.
Page will keep it himself this time, and the pursuit's got him at the 40-yard line. Just a gain of 1 on 3rd down. They had to get 6, and the Bowsher defense stands tall and holds him up at the 40-yard line.
Very disciplined defensive line play there by Almata Brown. Brown comes right, gets to heels depth, his defensive tackle spot, he's backside, stays right down the line of scrimmage, cleans it up with a nice, sure tackle on Page. Boy, it's good defensive tackle play.
4th down and 4 from the 40-yard line. And Springfield will keep the offense out on the field, well, for a moment. Remember, Page does do the kicking. And the punt is away. There is nobody back deep covering it for Bowsher, and it's going to bounce. Takes a good Springfield bounce and will die dead at the 8-yard line, and that's where Bowsher will get it offensively. So Page, not only does he run the football, he throws the football, but he does the kicking. And a good punt.
Beautiful. Man, oh man, selling popcorn at halftime. That's a weapon. And you have to honor it as a defense. When he lines up in that shotgun position, you have to honor it. You have to play up with 11 defenders, and he takes 3 steps back and pooch punts it for 45 yards. That's tough to stop.
Well, he will get a breather as the Bowsher offense will come out, 1st down and 10. A long ways to go, but down just 14-6 with 8:41 to go until halftime. Ryan Shelton under center. He'll hand it off right up the middle, and losing his footing was Sharon Brown. Otherwise, he might still be running.
Made a real nice read on that cutback with the fullback dive and just sort of sliced it in. Again, those Springfield tackles playing wide to sort of create some blocking angles for the Bowsher Rebels, and Sharon's doing a nice job sort of sensing the hole and cutting back. And you're right, he had a chance to get a little bit more. It's a nice 5-yard gain, though.
Good start to the drive from their own 8-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Need to get to the 18-yard line of their own to get a 1st down. And it'll be again the inside handoff to Sharon Brown. He's got it himself up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He gains 7 and moves the sticks.
Beautiful reverse out. That's hard to do for a quarterback when you hand the ball off to a fullback who's going full speed. That's nice quickness by Shelton with the reverse out. What that does is just create a look for the backers that keeps him honest and freezes him for a moment. Sharon does the rest. Nice 1st down there to move the chains.
1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Bowsher down 8 with the football. Shelton will hand it off, and it's Patterson up the middle. He's got it across the 25-yard line and out to the 27. Give him 6 on the play. So Talon Patterson continues to move with the football.
Counter action there as everything sort of feeds off the fullback. Good off tackle play. Patterson's already shown his ability to get to the edge. That time he does a nice job running between the tackles.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the 27-yard line. Bowsher with the football. And this time they'll hand it off right up the middle. Sharon Brown again, the fullback. You talked about him in the open. So far, he has lived up. So he goes for a gain of 5, and it's enough for a 1st down.
And it's real nice reads. He's just sort of feeling that bubble that's existing sort of between the 2 defensive tackles and getting that yardage, getting every last inch of it. Springfield backers are stepping up nicely, but Sharon's getting the play.
Is that part of this, the option thought here from Bowsher on this offense, that quarterback Brian Shelton is making some of those calls as well, isn't he?
Yes, he's making the read. He too is reading the defensive tackle, and if that tackle gets a little too wide, he gives the ball to Sharon, knowing Sharon's going to cut back.
Well, Sharon up the middle this time, Sharon Brown, and he is dropped after a gain of 2. He was slammed to the turf.
That's a big-time hit, just attacking line of scrimmage. Springfield backers stepping up. Play looked like it was off to a great job, but again, attacking that line of scrimmage. Looks like Curcio.
Curcio made the stop. He's had to make a couple of stops tonight. Linebackers key in a defense against this offense, aren't they?
No doubt about it. They've got to do 2 things. One is execute and take away the fullback, but you've also got to be able to sprint for off tackle and then also get to the boundary and the edge to take away that little pitch sweep game of theirs. Linebackers sideline to sideline.
This time handball had nowhere to go on that 2nd down run. He's lucky he even got back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll set up 3rd down and 8 from the 33-yard line for the Rebels.
Shelton's shown the ability to throw a little bit. They haven't thrown much, but he looks comfortable delivering the ball. Threw a nice ball, and we'll see what happens here.
If they choose to put it up. Well, won't have to. There's going to be an offside call coming against Springfield.
That was sweet off me.
Jumping over the line was Josh Chung. Now, was he drawn off, or did he come off on his own?
That's what they're going to communicate. There was some movement and motion on both sides.
And it's going to be false start on Bowsher.
And I think that's a call that probably could have gone either way. Chung sort of attacked it hard from his tackle position, which is great adjustment, great quickness. He looks like he's very quick, and it looked as he was moving, the offensive lineman moving. Again, nice communication by the officials. Sometimes calls can go either way, but what you want is official staff that can communicate and communicate quickly. 5-10 seconds of talk, get it done, move on to the next play.
3rd down and 15. Pretty much where it is for Bowsher, and they will throw it. That ball is actually it's counted. I think they were counting that as a lateral, so it goes out of bounds back at the 21-yard line, and that's going to be 4th down for Bowsher. Right idea, because there was some room out there and some blockers for Sharon Brown if he could come up with a catch.
Yeah, get off me, I'm
And a real tough catch it is. When you're throwing that screen and he's sort of running on the same line as the quarterback, boy, it's difficult. It's almost like in baseball where that ball's hit right over your head and you're sprinting back trying to make the play. And Springfield reacted as they should. That's a free ball until you hear a whistle.
So the punting unit on for Bowsher. Good snap. And a pretty good kick. It'll bounce and be knocked down at the 45-yard line of Springfield. That's where they'll get the football with 5:15 to go until halftime. Up 14-6.
Just look at Page's eyes. It's the eyes of an athlete. It's the eyes of a competitor. He's locked in. He's zeroed in. He's got complete control, communication in the huddle. And those are some of the things sometimes we don't recognize in what truly makes an athlete who improves his entire team. Physical talent, absolutely. But the leadership, the examples he shows, and Page just seems to have that quiet ability to lead.
That's first down and 10 for Springfield. Page will take it, and he wants it himself. Have plenty of room up the far sideline. Got close to the first down. Give him 9 on the carry.
That's just beautiful execution at point of attack by that Springfield offensive front. These guys come off the ball very well, and it's Apostoli from his tackle position, Rodriguez the other tackle, Jeff Schock playing center, but they're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage on that off-tackle scheme, and that helps Page get 5 yards right off the bat. Then it's on him, and he can make the big play.
So far, unofficially, I have him for 10 carries and 185 yards in the first half. And give him a couple more as he gains 3 more inside the Bowsher 45-yard line, enough for a first down.
And you still want to move the chains. Second and 2, you've got to be able to do that. Beautiful job of pulling the backside guard there by Springfield, Christian Pfaff. And he's just sort of leading through like a fullback. And in the gun, you're going to pull your guards. You're going to pull your tackles a lot just to create that extra little bit of room, slicing something through the defense to allow your runner to take advantage.
First down and 10. Page again. This time he's tripped up just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Give him 2 on the carry.
It's a nice tackle by Greg Hannibal. Just sort of getting the feet, wrapping them up, grabbing the pants of Eric Page. That's a nice tackle. It looked like Page was about ready to turn it onto the edge again.
Boy, he's got another gear, doesn't he, Mike?
He uses it so well, and it's not just a vertical gear. It's a gear that he can shift into horizontally with his cuts. It makes him so special.
Second down and 8. Page this time looking to throw. He's got some pressure. Finally heaves it down as a man open inside the 20-yard line. Down to the 18-yard line. The pass is complete. As he found Jake Glover.
Glover does a really nice job of finding open space, quarterback scramble, sit into it, find the quarterback's eyes, and then a nice sure catch. Goes up, snatches it out of the air, comes down with it. That's going to be so hard to stop for defenses this year that Springfield plays as they approach the NLL schedule, as Eric Page seems to have added that ability to have composure in the pocket. He threw well last year, but I think the difference this year is his ability to throw not just when he has time, but when he's scrambling and making a play.
Well, here we go, first down and 10. And Page will try to make something. This play's coming back for sure. There was a couple of Blue Devils on the move before the snap. It's got to be some illegal motion there, and it is.
Again, the execution down in the red zone. It's just communication, making things happen. Then you get it fixed. Get it fixed right now. We're going to get off field. Page going to salve it in the huddle. But just execute, make things happen.
So it's a 5-yard penalty against the Blue Devils, and it'll back them up. Make it first and 15 for Springfield.
Tough enough to stop this offense when they start moving multiple guys with that sort of Canadian football, arena football stuff. Eyes will pop out of defensive coordinator's head.
Yeah, I didn't see an extra 10 yards on the field. We're not up in Canada, eh?
Or the sideboards of arena football, baby.
Or you could move wherever, whatever. So we'll go first down and 15. Ball resting on the Bowsher 23-yard line. And Page nowhere to go. The middle of the Rebel defense is right there to drop him. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. No more.
Winning the battle at the line of scrimmage that time. Nice team defense. Taking away all of the angles and lanes. Page, nice and patient there, waiting to see if something opens up. Bowsher didn't make any mistakes. They didn't over-pursue. They didn't get too deep in the backfield. And so, one play, victory there for the Bowsher defense. But it's second down.
Still a long ways to go. 2:20 to go until halftime. Page, straight drop, throws over the middle, has a man open. The pass is incomplete. Off the hands of his intended target, Tyler Grogg. And we've got a penalty flag. Wouldn't have counted anyways. We got a holding call going against Springfield, but great effort by Grogg.
Boy, beautiful concentration. Stays with it. Knows he's in the back of the end zone as he starts to come down with it. So he starts working his feet a little bit. Ball just pops away. pressure was there. Page steps up into the pocket beautifully, throws a nice ball. Again, the aggressiveness of the Bowsher defense is going to help create some of those holding calls. Sprint, get to your spot, beat your offensive lineman to point of attack, and then just keep coming.
So that'll back up Springfield again. It'll be second down, Mike, at 24. Boy, we've seen some long yardages to get from first downs already in this first half.
And there have been some successes. Springfield goes out here with trips to the field. I like Shepler down. They've got 1.5 guys on him. But first quarter, they had some execution with him sort of getting free in the backside. There it is.
And the throw for him is complete at the 5 and down at the 1. Boy, they put him one-on-one, and the pass was complete. It's a gain of 3 yards.
Great look at it there. In the magic of trips, you slot guys out to trips. Of course, the defense has to honor that. But I tell you what, you put your best receiver sometimes in that lonesome split end position. And Shepler did a great job. Looked like Bowser's going to try and sort of be physical with him at the line of scrimmage. He slid out of that nicely, got into full speed gear, and a nice strike. That's a beautiful play by Springfield.
First down and goal from the 2. Page himself, he'll walk it. No trouble there over the left side of the Springfield offensive line, and it's his 3rd touchdown run of the game.
Just wonderful execution there. Boy, stepping in. Again, credit that Springfield offensive front. I mean, he's walking into the end zone untouched. He's a great runner. That's a nice offensive line play there.
Look at the yards tonight for Eric Page. 14 carries, $194, and 3 touchdowns. The extra point, though, is no good. Might have been tipped by the Rebels. So the extra point is no good, but Eric Page, another touchdown run, his 3rd of the night. This one, the easy variety. And Springfield has a big lead, 20-6.
Tonight's fans for supporting Springfield Athletics. Thank you from Coach Sweeterman, Coach Brazel, and the Springfield boys and girls golf team. Go Blue Devils!
(20-6). Springfield has the lead over Bowsher. And the kickoff will be returned by the Rebels. Good running. Again, they'll have pretty good field position to start. This time their own 37-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will go. First down and 10 with 1:44 until we hit the Oregon City Schools halftime show from here at Springfield.
That return helps set it up here for the Bowsher Rebel offense. 1:44 left, Matt. You've got enough time. It's not a lot of time, but you've got enough time. You can move the ball, create, because one of the things you don't want to have happen here is sort of lose contact with that Springfield offense.
First down and 10 Rebels from their own 37-yard line. And they'll look to pass. They set up the screen and the inside, and some running room for Patterson. Across midfield and inside Springfield territory. Good gain of 14 on the pass play.
Nice execution here. Composure by Shepler, creates some space. Nice catch there by Patterson. Good catch with the fingers. He's impressed me. I've seen him run outside. I've seen him run off tackle. I've seen him run off the catch and run on a screen. Nice receiver.
Out of the hurry up with 1:28 to go till halftime. They'll pitch it out to Patterson, trying to get the corner. He is tackled down after a gain of about a yard.
Beautiful play by Patrick Hartman. You chase it down, you run it down. You don't get too deep, and you've got the sideline to help you eventually. And once he gets there, Hartman delivers a blow and then hangs on and takes him down. Nice defense.
Robert Carter going to talk things over, calls a timeout. And we'll take one as well. 20-6 our score. Springfield has the lead.
Springfield High School, 1 year. Springfield High School, 1 year. Springfield High School, 1 year. Green, SHS, 1 year. Springfield High School, 1 year. You gotta get out.
Yeah, I will.
Springfield leading by 14, 20-6. Plenty of time for Bowsher. Minute 11 as they're going to call another timeout. That's their second. After the quick hitter right up the middle to Sharon Brown. Brown nets a couple. That'll set up 3rd down and 5 for Bowsher. But still plenty of time to work with, Mike. At minute 11.
No doubt about it. One more timeout left. Might be able to pop one of those fullback plays. You got the timeout right after it. It's okay. Minute 11, you're on the 40-yard line. You've got your entire offense to run here. You can still run the ball. You might want to pick up the pace a little bit, work on a 2-minute get up to the line of scrimmage. We see those fans. It's fun to be out here on Friday night, is it not?
I like the Eric Page for the Heisman sign. So far, he's had a nice start. A game and a half.
So many
He's
things.
put up some yards. He's run some yardage that some running backs would like to have in a half season. Already, the game and a half.
Point, yeah.
Here we go, 3rd down and 5 for Bowsher. They're going to fake the toss. They're going to look to set up the screen, and they got it complete. Hannibal cuts back inside the 35, still on his feet, pushing his way to the 31-yard line, and that's where he's finally shoved down. So a good completion again. They are able to work the screen for enough for a 1st down.
Like the screen action there. You send the motion off that pitch that you've had some success with. Everything's flowing to the left. Brian Shelton does a really solid job of holding on to the football, delivers a strike. Looked like there was more there. Springfield defense, beautiful pursuit. That's what you do with the screen. Sometimes you just got to sort of mumble under your breath and go find the football.
50 seconds to go until halftime. From the 31-yard line, Bowsher on the move again. Shelton looks to throw, and his throw this time, he short-hopped his intended wide receiver. As he had a little bit of an opening there, looking for Rashawn Johnson. Now they've got on the outside, Mike, we don't talk much about the Bowsher wide receivers because they just don't put it in the air that often. But Meacham and Johnson, they got some speed and some hands out there on the outside.
You said it. The ability to get the ball out there, I think, is one of the challenges that the Bowsher staff will face as the season approaches, or as the season progresses, because with this inside running game, to have something out there, something nice and simple, it will help open things up.
Well, 2nd down and 10. This time they want to toss it out, but nothing doing. Patterson is tackled for a loss back near the 40-yard line. Terrific penetration by Patrick Hartman.
Like the way Hartman plays that defensive end position. Good-looking athlete, 6'3", 200 pounds. He attacks it and then finishes off plays. Defensive ends sometimes can run into situations. You got coaches, they have to execute, they have to play football, and then you've also got to make plays. Be a playmaker from that defensive end position. That's what Hartman seems to have.
Well, he made a play there. It's a loss of 7, and it also forced Bowsher to take their final timeout of the half.
And that's a very pertinent observation, Matt. Bowsher didn't want that timeout there. You know, you figured you'd get out of bounds on that sweep play. Even if you didn't create much yardage, you'd still have that timeout. That's what makes an even bigger play by Hartman, the ability to not only create loss of yardage, not only take away a down, but he's also taken away that last timeout.
Now let's see what Coach Garber calls here. So 3rd down and 17. They got to get to about the 21-yard line of Springfield to move the sticks. Time still a factor, 30 seconds to go.
And I'd also think a 10-yard gain here or so puts them into real solid field goal range. But the problem there is if it's in the middle of the field, you've got to sort of hustle your team out because it would be a 4th down situation. So you got to come out and kick the field goal with the clock running if you don't get the first down.
Here we go. Shelton straight drop, has some pressure, and it's batted down. Again, back-to-back plays for Patrick Hartman.
Do your job at defensive end and then go make a play too. Hartman's done it on back-to-back plays here as the Rebels sort of got down into field position, scoring position. Big playmaker from the defensive end spot. Nice job.
What do they say, Coach? If you're not going to get there, get the hands up.
Get them
up. Is that
up.
right?
Get them up. Good things happen.
You don't think you're going to get there, just get them hands in the air. So it's 4th down. Bowsher going to try for it. After the fake toss, they're going to flip it ahead to Patterson, and nothing doing. Springfield's defense all over it. Terrific series after Bowsher got down to the 31-yard line. Mike Jewell by that Springfield Blue Devil defense.
Respond to adversity, have some mental toughness, and that Blue Devil defense did that exactly. And those are those moments Coach Conley's been preaching all summer and through these first 2 games. Look, NLL championship, things like that, we're going to do it with defense, and those are the moments where you play defense. And I tell you what here, don't go get a Coca-Cola with 19 seconds left in the half, because Eric Page going to run the ball here 1 or 2 more times, or throw it.
Well, he will stand and wait. Back at the 35-yard line. Ball's resting on the Springfield 40. And he wants to run it. Tries to cut it outside and just skips out of bounds after a gain of 3.
Live to play another down here. Again, 14 seconds left. You're approaching the middle of the field. You've got your entire offense here, and you're probably going to take a crack. There's sometimes situations where you might just take it into halftime, but I don't think this is one of them. I think you put it in his hands, let him have some fun, see if he can get a downfield block because he's been getting them all game from these wideouts, and then see if something might pop.
Well, you also think it too, you've seen Bowser's offense move against your defense.
You want points. Great call.
Page looking, flushed out of the pocket, will roll to his left, wants to cycle back, and does so. Trying to make a couple of moves, did so. Now he's going to run with the football. This will be the last play of the half, and he's just able to get up to midfield before he's finally dropped. He gained 8 on the last play before the half, but Bowsher able to stiffen on that defense, and they hold him from getting any more points before the end of the half. But Eric Page finds the end zone 3 times, all on the ground, including the opening play of the game, where he went 90 yards, and it's Springfield. The big lead at the half. They're up 2 scores, 20-6 at a halftime.
Hang on, I'll count you down and start waving and yelling.
Look at the young fellas are enjoying this one. 20-6. Springfield has the lead over Bowsher. Welcome back to the Oregon City Schools halftime show. My name is Matt Melzak, joined tonight, as always, by Mike Jewell and our BCSN crew. Mike, that was the first half. It had to say a first half had highlights. We mean this first half, because this was a terrific first half offensively for both clubs.
Play after play. Great look at Eric Page there on the sidelines. This might be play one of the game, I think.
Play one of the game. You are correct. 90 yards from their own 10-yard line. Eric Page looked unstoppable on play 1.
Untouched with some beautiful cuts, just full speed cuts, attacking line of scrimmage. Tell you what, Bowsher came back, moved the ball, but that Springfield defense a couple times in that first half, they've come up with big plays down in the red zone where the yards have to get tough.
And then again, it was more from Eric Page. He did this to the tune of a good 200 yards in the first half. He was all over the field as far as running the football goes. And here is his second touchdown of the game, Mike.
And what makes him so special is the ability to run outside and to the edge, but also run tackle to tackle. Bowsher responded. We talked about the ability to respond. You must respond to a team led by Eric Page, and they did, with Patterson taking it to the edge and sprinting it down the sideline for Bowsher's score.
Yeah, the senior halfback getting Bowsher into the game. It was 14-6 at that point. Then Page got it going through the air.
Beautiful throwback route. Trips to the field, line up Scheffler into the boundary, beats him off the edge, gets it down there, and then it's another walk-in touchdown by Eric Page, putting points on the board. That's a beautiful sign, partner.
Heisman for Eric Page, maybe so. Maybe in another couple of years. But hey, he has all the points on the board, 20 of them, 20-6. Here's your stats. Rushing 206 yards for Springfield. Guess who's got 200 of them? Eric Page.
Number 5.
Eric Page passing yards very soon, but see, Bowsher able to keep in it. They moved the ball well, 120 yards on the ground in that first half.
And I tell you what, a lot of penalty yards on the board for both teams, but I do think those 5 penalties for 30 yards on Bowsher had more of an effect on their offense because it's hard to come back. 6 penalties, 68 yards. Coach Conley's going to get that fixed, but you've also got Eric Page sometimes able to make up some of those mistakes.
We'll take a timeout. More for the Oregon City Schools halftime show when we come back. You're watching BCSN 20-6 Springfield. Twenty to six, excuse me. Springfield has the lead over Bowsher as we get set to start quarter number 3. Matt Melzak, Mike Jewell, our BCSN crew. Glad to have you along. Well, Coach Jewell, I'm going to put you in the shoes of each coach here. Let's start with Coach Conley, the Springfield Blue Devils. You're up 20-6. You're kicking off to start this third quarter. What did you kind of tell this team halftime?
I think halftime's going to stress an awful lot of defense. You're going to talk the defense, create a little better communication. Everybody's sure about their assignments with this triple option look, with the midline fullback drive, and then pump that defense up. I think it's a good halftime for maybe an emotional challenge the defense a little bit. I don't think you have to talk much offense, just sort of keep it going like that. But I think at halftime it's that defensive charge, maybe even the point of, hey, let's get out there, let's get a couple stops early, and let's put this one away.
And how about for Coach Garber of the Bowsher Rebels?
Coach Garber, I think so much of it was about execution offensively to finish drives, get a little heated and emotional there. Make sure the kids know the urgency of now, the ability to execute now. And then defensively, just keep getting them swarming, get them pumped up, get them refocused on what they have to do. And adjustment-wise, I don't see a lot by either team, but I do think you can sort of create that gut check for that Springfield defense in a fun, positive way. Challenge them, because that's what you're going to need if you're going to challenge for the NLL.
Well, we had the kickoff go out of bounds, so Bowsher will start again with pretty good field position. They have started pretty much every drive on their 35 or closer towards the 50-yard line. They've had good field position all night long. And this the important first drive of the second half. And for Bowsher, down 14, it adds to that importance level. And a good inside handoff to the fullback. Plenty of room right up the middle. First down yardage. A gain of 12. As Sharon Brown busted through. He's been the most consistent throughout the night for Bowsher.
Yes, a nice little step back there. Guards do a great job of sealing off the linebackers. The middle linebacker, inside backers for Springfield. And Sharon slices, finds it, gets upfield for maximum yardage.
So it's first down and 10 for Bowsher from the 48-yard line. Brown will take it again right up the middle. Not much, they got it to the outside. Fooled everybody, including us two in the booth. Good catch there, Mike Jewell. As it gets to the outside, another first down for Bowsher.
And that's Brian Shelton. That's how they start off the game. Nice little fullback. Everything moves off of Sharon Brown on this offense, with Brian Shelton doing the execute from that quarterback spot. And that time, a great long fake. All eyes on fullback. They have to be. Sharon's running hard, but he doesn't have the football. And Brian does a great job. Take away the option right there. You've got the edge. Go get it as a quarterback.
And he did so. Back-to-back gains at 12 for Bowsher to start this drive. And they're on the move from the 41-yard line. And this time it's straight ahead. Not much running room this time for Shelton, as he is dropped after a yard. Good penetration by the Springfield defense.
Ken Guercio, that defensive tackle spot, attack it, get downhill, and that's that mesh point you talk about. See right there, he's right there at the mesh point, the point where the quarterback is handing it off to the fullback. Guercio's there. Brian Shelton does a great job of just holding on to that football and fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 9 from the 40. Bowsher trying to go on the move. And the toss, that one bounces around, and the ball is loose and recovered by Springfield. First turnover of the game, and it comes to Springfield. The Blue Devils create it.
Make things happen on defense. Rick Meek just coming up with that coveted football. Little bit of a fancy play there. You've got the jet action, but they're counter pitching it back. There's a whole lot of movement and motion going on there. Pitch got a little bit high, and it's real close to handle. He's got to come inside the guy who they're faking it to, and he's coming back to the pitch. That's a tough play to execute.
So Springfield up by 14. And Eric Page will go to work again, straight up the middle. And he is ankle tackle, just tripped up by his shoestring as he gained 10 yards.
One step away, he accelerates into the hole. He immediately becomes a tailback, attacking that playoff tackle. And I tell you what, it's Greg Hannibal, I think. Hannibal coming from his outside linebacker position that just gets his fingers on the shoelaces of Eric Page, taken down, or he is in the end zone.
He took the first play from scrimmage, 90 yards for a touch, threatening to go 60 there in the first play offensively for Springfield. But this might be the play as he busts into the open to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Eric Page and the Springfield Blue Devils as they bust it again, 56 yards, and it's another touchdown for Page.
Point of attack. We see how special he is, how good he is. But I tell you what, 77, Jeff Schock from his center position, point of attack, getting out on linebacker, staying on that block. Let's get a look at big number 77, driving right through, point of attack, getting on that middle linebacker. That's the play, that's the crease from there. It's all Eric Page. He'll do the rest.
Yep, turned down the Jets, and away he went. Yeah, the signal for touchdown for Springfield. And the extra point is no good, but it's the touchdown that matters. 26-6. Springfield, Page in the end zone again. And the Blue Devils lead it by 20.
Like 30 yards.
46. 26-6, Springfield over the Bowsher Rebels. A 46-yard touchdown run for Eric Page. That's not even his longest of the game. You would think so. If you're just tuning in, it's not his longest of the game. He took the first play from scrimmage, 90. That's what opened the game for Springfield. They lead it by 20, their biggest lead of the night. And my, Mike Jewell, how a football game can change. Bowser's on the move. You get the fumble. 2 plays later, you're down by 20. Instead of maybe going in and cutting the lead down to maybe 6.
Flag.
It's a heartbreak. I mean, that's what Page is able to do that entire sport. Rise to the occasion right there, feeding off the emotion. Just big plays after big plays. Rick Meek.
And we got another penalty on the play. And the flag will go. Illegal shift against Bowsher. That'll push it back, and it'll be another first down for Bowsher. Well, while we have a moment, we want to say thanks to the folks over at Vito's Pizza for providing pizza to our crew this football Friday. Visit Vitos.com to find a location near you. Vito's Pizza, fast, hot, fresh, guaranteed. So it'll be first down and 15 for the Rebels. Nope, they're going to decline it. They'll take the play. Make it second down and 9 from the 30-yard line.
Phil Meek saying, "Thank you, coach." With a hit like that, that deserves to go in the books.
And get in the film room on that one, right? So second down and 9. Brian Shelton, quarterback of the Rebels, will take the snap. And he'll have to pitch it out. Good pitch. At the last minute, he got rocked, but a good job getting rid of the football. He got dropped at the 30-yard line, but he got rid of it. And Tyson Johnson gets it ahead for a gain of 5.
Been very impressed by Brian Shelton, executing the option, being aggressive with it, taking it to that last drop. By taking it so far, Matt, he blocks that extra defender and maybe even blocks a half man again, is you have to honor Brian Shelton as a threat. That's a gutsy decision by him.
It was Phil Dunston on the carry. For Bowsher, inside a handoff to Sherrod Brown. Nope, they kept it again. And this time Shelton's got it off the terrific fake up over the 50-yard line. Terrific fake by Shelton, and it works out for a gain of 17.
Brian Shelton is coming into his own here. I think he's getting used to the offense. He's a good athlete, baseball player, and his ability to just sort of handle that football. It's all about ball control and doing good things. And when he makes the decision to run, he's a threat.
I gotta move, dude.
And it'll go first down and 10 for the Blue Devil 46-yard line. Bowsher down by 20 with the football. Inside a handoff to Brown. He put the ball down on the turf, but he fell right on it. And it's a good gain pickup of about 5.
Game within the game here, and again, you see Bowsher's offense adjusting to Springfield's defense. Springfield's defensive tackles, as they've done all game, just sort of moving alignment. Sometimes pinched inside, shoulder the 2 guards, sometimes playing wide. And that fullback, Sherrod and Brian Shelton, they have to be aware of where those tackles are. See, this time, 2 tackles sort of playing a little bit wider, might create a little bit more of a hole inside.
Second down and 5. They'll fake it to Brown, cutting up field is Shelton, diving for the first down. He'll come up about a yard shy as he gains 4.
Big play right here, just sort of game within the game. You've got movement, you've got some momentum if you're the Bowsher Rebels. It's third, a long one. Execute your offense and make plays. Also a big opportunity for Springfield's defense to rise to the challenges they've done tonight and stop it.
Third down and a yard. Shelton under center. There's a man in motion. He'll hand it off right up the middle. Great call as they gain 2, and it's enough for a first down to the 35-yard line. Sherrod Brown on the carry.
And that's the execution you need. This Bowsher Rebel football team is very young. Experience is coming with each snap, with each game. And those are the plays within the game that will make this team, improve this team as the season wears on.
From the 35-yard line, first down and 10. Bowsher on the move, down by 20 with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. And they'll toss it out. Good play. Hannibal, nice move inside the 30. 25-20. Breaks it into the open, down to the 5-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Mark him out at the 7. Good gain on first down of 27 yards for Hannibal.
Great game. Boy, Greg Hannibal, nice aggressive runner. Gets his shoulders planed off and attacks. Gutsy kid playing that outside linebacker position, carrying the ball here maybe 6-7 times tonight, and that's a big run. Again, the Rebel offense has to respond to what Springfield put on them with that first drive of the third quarter.
And so far, so good as they've marched their way down to the 7-yard line. First down and goal for Bowsher. He'll take the snap and hand it off. Right up the middle is Sherrod Brown diving for the end zone. He'll come up with a 2-yard line, and that's where it'll be second down. Sherrod Brown just plugging away. His first carry of the game, Mike, was 12 yards, but since then he's just put a lot of single digits on the board, but he just keeps plugging along.
And that's okay from that fullback position. The yards are going to get real tough, but you want to make sure you get positive yardage every snap.
Second down and goal, ball resting on the 2-yard line. They'll hand it off. Brown right up the middle, and he's in for 6. Touchdown, Rebels.
Nice drive. Just sort of walk it in. Again, great job execution up front. Shelton makes the last block on Hartman just by holding on to that ball. Hartman makes a decision, makes a nice defensive play, but Shelton gives the ball to Brown, and Brown's able to walk it into the end zone.
Sherrod Brown the key component to this triple option offense. And he gets it in for 6, and it's 26-12. And Bowsher will leave the offense out. Coach Garber wants to try to add the 2. On the 3-yard line. They'll hand it off. Brown trying the middle. Nope, they flipped it out again, and it's into the end zone. Another terrific fake. It's had me fooled on this drive as Brian Shelton. And he's hit for the 2-point conversion. So Bowsher comes right back. They complete not only the touchdown run to Brown right up the middle, but they get the 2-point conversion as well. And it's 26-14. Bowsher's back in it. Welcome back. Eric Page on the kickoff was thrown out of bounds with the authority. Bowsher with a little bit of life after going on a pretty good drive of about 76 yards. Here's that end of that kickoff, Mike Jewell.
Bowsher went with the short squib kick. They did a nice job pitching it back to Page. Gets to the edge. That's a play right on the sideline. I mean, it looked, Eric Page ended up on about lane 2 of the track, but I don't think it was malicious. I don't think the play started inside the lines. Things like that can sometimes wake up the echoes and sort of get things going. We'll see how Page responds. My guess is he's not going to back down.
After a terrific drive by the Bowsher Rebels to get him within 12 and the inside handoff, nothing doing. The middle of that Rebel defense rise it up. Almada Brown with a stop.
Boy, coming inside out, you said it, the ability of that defensive tackle against the shotgun scheme to win at the line of scrimmage, get to heels depth, and then find the football. Nice play, and again, he's coming from his backside tackle position, not getting too deep, just making plays.
So a loss of 2 on the run. It sets up 2nd down and 12. Page out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap, wants to run it, looking for some running lanes. Not much there, but he's able to squeeze his way forward to the 31-yard line. Give him about 6 on the run.
Game within the game here. This is a big play. 3rd down and 6. Momentum has a way of shifting within a game multiple times, and this is a big moment right here in the football game, Matt.
3rd down and 6. They got to get to the 37-yard line for a 1st down. They keep it in the hands of Page. They do. He cuts with some effort at the end. There's a flag down. We'll have to check the flag. He came up right at the sticks. But what's the penalty?
He will defend on the spot as far as where it is. Area of
an illegal block. So that'll push him back. They'll have to do it again. Looked like he might have had it up for the 1st down too, Mike.
I'll tell you what, he was going down and just found a way to sort of explode his body, arch his body forward, and he was very close to that marker. They'll do it again here with 3rd and some big down and distance. But that was a big, tough run by Page. Again, the ability of the quarterback in the gun to run the tailback spot and get the tough yards can sometimes be just as influential as the big long runs that everybody sees. Penalty takes it back, though, to set it up again. This time 3rd and 14. Shepler again by himself with trips over to the left.
We'll see if they try to take advantage of it. Blitz coming from Bowsher. The throw is complete, but well shy of the 1st down, so the Rebel defense holds.
had some space, had some room out there. Throw got to the back shoulder of Josh Hare, and Hare made a nice catch, but sort of tough to do anything else with it besides catch the ball as he was moving back, and momentum was carrying him towards the sticks.
All right, we'll take a timeout. Timeout on the field. The Bowsher defense holding. They'll get the football back when we come back. The Rebels down by 12.
Athletes and coaches that make up the local sports scene.
All right, here we go. 4th down for Springfield, 4th and 9. And it looks like they're going to have to punt. But they are coming out and showing offense, as we thought. And they're going to pass, and it's complete for the first down and more. They went for it on 4th down, and they've got it inside Bowsher territory, inside the 40. I can see Coach Garber yelling at his backers that were back there to receive the punt to get up there defensively, and it was too late. Springfield converts.
Find another way. You have got to coach that. You've got to coach that so many times on the field under pressure in order to create the execution that looks so easy on the field. What a pressure play. What a gutsy call, great call by Coach Conley. What a call to prove to your kids that you absolutely believe in them and have the confidence in them to, first of all, make the decision to execute it, because that's on Eric Page's shoulders, whether or not to run the play or punt, and then create the execution, make the play. We've got a player down. We've got a penalty flag. They'll get it cleared up here, Matt, but boy, that's a nice play.
And it was complete to Ed Huntley, who made the catch and run of 34 yards. And that's what has Springfield set up with what will be a 1st down and 10 inside the 40-yard line. Well, be sure to catch the light side on BCSN. Host Ken Watlington tours the Toledo area looking for unconventional sports and events and talks to the people that certainly make them happen. It's the light side on BCSN Monday nights at 6. Or as that graphic says, Tuesday nights at 11. Either or.
Again, I just can't say enough about the execution and the decision-making, the guts to call that play, and then Eric Page, that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. Deciding an easy thing to do is punt the ball, but to execute that play and make it happen.
Well, after a personal foul call against Springfield, they'll set up 1st down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. And it'll be Page off the left side, diving ahead. He gets about 4, make it 5 yards on the play.
Nice explosion, point of attack, Springfield offensive line. Again, Greg Hannibal from his outside linebacker position. Speed-wise, I think he matches up decently with Eric Page, and he's making nice, sure tackles all night long.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the 47-yard line of Bowsher. Rebel defense might be a little bit demoralized after making the big stop. And a handoff right up the middle. Plenty of running room for Damian Smith. And he gains not only the 5 for the 1st down, but he tacks on 3 more for a gain 8.
And that's a great call. I mean, we said it before with Page just sort of being a heartbreaker. That's just ripping your heart out there. 4th and 11 and executing that. That has got to be extremely frustrating. Now, here's where you grow up a little bit and get mentally tough if you're the Bowsher defense. You've got to play again. It's over. It's done. Play the next down.
And the handoff again to Smith. And he'll plow his way forward for a couple. Inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line.
Big, strong-looking back. Got his shoulders square there, turned, and attacked the line of scrimmage pretty well, Damian Smith. And again, Springfield's wanting these other weapons, these complementary pieces to the Page offense, and they are finding them. I'm impressed with Tony Shepler as a wideout. I'm impressed with the running back situation, and it just all creates strength down the road for Springfield.
Well, you saw the rushing numbers as we're over 400 yards on the ground between the two teams. Well over that, almost 5.
Exactly what we expected coming into this game, and they're executing it, making it happen. And having said that, too, there have been some nice plays by both defenses, some nice stops by both defenses, and this game could still come down to a key stop by one of these two defenses. Springfield's executing, they hold the Cards with a 2-touchdown lead here, but the Bowsher defense, 3rd and 6, this is a chance to maybe get that ball back.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. The pass complete. And inside the 30-yard line, that'll be enough for a first down as Page completes that one. Josh Hare on the reception. Good catch by Hare.
And that's nice form, nice quarterback form. It's a beautiful route. These are the weapons. These are the accessories to be added. Nice throws, nice catches, that soft little hitch route, beautifully executed. These are the things that are going to make Springfield a real contender in this NLL, Matt.
Well, he's completed his last 6, Mike, after a 2 of 4 start for Page. This time he goes back to what he does great, and that is running the football inside the 20-yard line. He's close to another first down. Give him 9.
Attack that line of scrimmage, get off tackle. Look at that. That's a tailback right there running. He finds that yards, gets the maximum yardage. He's not one of those running backs or quarterback that's run well that sometimes loop it back and create big losses. He's going to get the maximum yardage that he should get and then still create the big play because his lateral ability is so quick, so fast, and so cutthroat.
Well, they gave him a full 10 and the first down for Page on that run. This time he'll hand it off again to Damian Smith. Just squeezing his way forward for 2. It's 26-14. Springfield has the lead. They're on the move. Aided with a 4th and 9 they converted from their own side of the football field.
This is down deep into that red zone now. We're approaching that huge gut check for this Bowsher Rebel defense that has fought, scratched, and clawed. But, man, it's almost just irresistible force of that Springfield offense just keeps coming at you.
Page, not much running room, but he's going to try to make some. Coming back to the near side. He'll get inside the 10, dives down near the 5 before he's finally taken down. He made what looked like was going to be a 3-4 yard loss, Mike Jewell, into a game.
Once again, the Bowsher defense, point of attack. Nice defense. Okay, they're there, they stop it, but he just finds things. You've got to keep your feet, and you can't be diving at Eric Page. Bowsher did a lot of things right there defensively, but Page is still just so talented and so mentally tough. He doesn't give up on plays. He just doesn't.
I got him on a gain of 9 on that play. And the ball's resting at the 5-yard line. First down and goal for Springfield. And Page, he wants pay dirt again. Give it to him. Into the end zone. Touchdown for Eric Page. A flag comes out at the end of the play, but Page is in once again. 5-yard touchdown run.
So many times, so many plays, he just keeps it alive. And then he finds blocks or finds seams and is always ready to attack.
Here he comes right at you, Mr. Jewell.
He's in the end zone. That's a little frustration right there. That's a nice call by the officials. Take care of business. And what a class move there by Eric Page. Just get away, find your teammates, and celebrate. That's composure. That's senior leadership.
And his touchdown run makes it 32-14 Springfield. We got a personal foul against Bowsher, and that was right at the end of the play, as you call it, Mr. Jewell.
Beautiful numbers there. 24 rushes, 298 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think what Coach Conley might be trying to get across here is when exactly the penalty will take place. Do you take it right here? Do you get it applied to the kickoff? Do you have the option? Nice communication by the coach. Just make sure everybody's on the same page.
Everybody's looking at the numbers of Eric Page. 24 carries, 298 yards and 5 scores. That, Mike Jewell, is a pretty good night.
All the day's work.
Yeah,
All the day's
not
work.
bad, not bad. And he might run it in for a 2-point conversion here as well. And he's got it, going for the corner, and he's got it. Sneaks it in for the 2-point conversion. My goodness, what more can this kid do? He might get the water, too, and say, move aside, water boy. I've got this one. 5 touchdowns on the night, and why not a 2-point conversion as well for Eric Page? They're up 34-14 on Bowsher. All right, welcome back. 34-14. Springfield has the lead, but look out. Bowsher off to the races on the kickoff. As blazing up the near side was Kalen Patterson. He was bumped out of bounds as he got near the 50-yard line. Good run back on that kickoff.
Did a lot of things nice. See here, nice composure there. Pick the ball up, kick, now attack. See where a seam develops, the attacks. I think it's kicker, safety. Patrick Hartman, you want one of your best defenders to be the safety. I think sometimes a lot of mistakes coaches make. The kicker's always their safety. Now Hartman happens to be the kicker, but he's also one of their best defensive players. That's the guy you want as a safety on kickoffs.
Well, 34-14 our score. Bowsher with the football. And they'll look to try to hand it off, but nothing doing. Slammed to the turf for a loss is Brian Shelton.
John Guercio played a nice game making plays. Defensive linemen, do your job, make plays. And linemen, linebackers, Springfield's done a nice job of that tonight. Just sort of giving up some yards, but also making plays and playing with some emotion. Again, one of Coach Conley's stress points, Matt, this defense, that's the difference between a championship team and a good team.
Well, Bowsher has been able to move the football in spots, but they'll have to do it again when the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll be down by 20, 34-14. The Eric Page Show will continue in a moment with the fourth quarter coming up here on BCSN. Well, we're ready to start the fourth. Springfield up by 20, 34-14. Eric Page accounting for every point that is on that board right now, Mike Jewell.
Absolutely outstanding. Just a mesmerizing performance. Now, last week we talked about a young central offensive line in the fourth quarter sort of getting into it. This is big here for that Springfield defense as they emerge, as they play and play hard. Finish this game.
And nothing doing on the near side. Bowsher going backwards on this drive.
And that's the emotion. I watched the fourth quarter huddle. These defenders led by linebacker John Guercio. They're excited. They're celebrating with each other. The coaches are celebrating. This is a gut check moment. Defense finished this game. They're going to get challenged by this Bowsher offense. They have all night. And like that central offensive line needed to grow up a little bit in the fourth quarter of Friday Night Football. Here's a challenge for that Springfield defense. We're going to be a good football team this year, or we're going to be a championship football team. And you put it on that defense's shoulders, and you make them respond.
On third down, the throw, and just over the head of his intended target as Shelton misses. And with that incompletion, that'll bring up a fourth down. And there you can see the Springfield defense really starting to just settle in and making it tough on Bowsher.
Pin your ears back and attack, and I tell you what, an emotional leader, linebacker John Guercio. That's a great series by him. I'm looking at him, sometimes I've seen him as a defensive tackle. He walks up, plays so hard through the gaps. He looks like one. He's a linebacker all the way, baby.
And the punt is away for Bowsher. It's a good one. This one's going to bounce into the inside the 5 and down at the 3-yard line. A terrific punt there for the Rebels, and their defense will have to hold and try to get this football back. Well, make sure you tune in to Inside the Red Zone Wednesdays as Joe Rignoski, Matt Davis, and Mike Jewell, by the way. We'll head to area football practices. The guys will take a look at this week's highlights and break down next week's big matchups. It's Inside the Red Zone, airing at Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. here on BCSN.
Hey, that's right, kids. Mike Jewell, the world's worst fantasy football player. Joe Rignoski has just got his team and getting it rolling. My guys will be back. They'll be back, man.
Well, that's because he picked first this week, right?
Absolutely.
So he went and he grabbed Eric Page first up. Surprise, surprise. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Eric Page leading the way for the Springfield Blue Devils. They're up 20. Springfield leading it 34-14. Blue Devils trying to go 2-0 to start this season. After they got the win last week in big fashion.
Against an Oak Harbor team that is always rock solid. I mean, I don't know much about them, but I know it's a rock solid program year in and year out.
And they didn't. That wasn't even close. This game was closer. Page trying to get it from his own end zone. Good open field tackle back at the 4-yard line. Actually stopped him for no gain.
Said it. Keep playing with pride. Keep attacking.
Well, I told you he's closing in on 300 on the ground.
That's it. We've seen his physical toughness. We understand the mental toughness. Now, the endurance of an athlete. You've got to be in shape to run this offense, to play on Friday nights, to do the things that he does. And he certainly seems to be passing that test as well, Matt.
So here we go, second down and 10 for Page. He's in trouble back in the end zone, manages to slip free, lost the football but got it right back, still on his feet and able to dive ahead for 2 yards. That might be the most exciting 2-yard play we're going to see all season.
Maybe one of Gale Sayers when he was in the 6th grade running around some Kansas junior high program. But, man, everything happened in there that could go wrong, does go wrong. And look at the composure. You know, and that's not being lucky. That's being good. That's body down, head even with the ball, scoop it up with your hands, make it happen. These things that seem so lucky, it's hard work and it's great talent.
And for Bowsher, it's been close but no cigar all night long. They've gotten there. They've been in position to make that big play and just haven't been able to get it.
So frustrating. Having said that, right here, 3rd and 7, they got a shot.
Page rolling out, looks, throws, has a man wide open. It's complete over the 20, 25, and 30-yard line. Still on his feet and actually tackled as he backpedaled to the 27-yard line as that pass is complete again to Josh Hare.
Buying time. This might be the X factor, the ability to look at the touch on that ball. You have to go play him as a defense. And when he starts getting outside of contain, when Eric Page breaks contain, you have to respond. And his ability to throw the ball, get the ball up with touch, running to his left, that's just big-time football, Mac. Very impressive.
And it converts for the first down. Keeps the drive moving for Springfield as we've gone under 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. See the passing yards numbers, 140 yards for Page tonight. And he throws this one over the middle. It's tipped and nearly caught on the ricochet. And that's the first incompletion he's thrown since the first quarter, Mike.
That's a great stat. That's good numbers, and we just see him sort of get hot. Boy, he steps into that throw beautifully, just sort of handcuffs. Don't know if Josh quite saw the ball. Great hustle there again by Gercio, just finding a way. Ball tipped, seeing if he can make a play, be an athlete.
So it'll be second down and 10 for the Blue Devils. They lead by 20. 8:45 away for being 2-0 to start this season. As Page brings it forward, has the 30, 35, 40, 45, and he is thrown down up near the 50-yard line as he goes ahead for a gain of 20.
Boy, we get a great look at it here. See, just sort of turn out. Nice little chip block there by the fullback, and he just attacks through that hole, finds the space, moves the chains, stays in bounds. You know, all the things that you'd expect of a senior leader. This is what we're seeing on this drive, is you just sort of finish this game out with strength. Still a ton of time, 8.5 minutes, but already you're trying to stay in bounds, keep the ball moving, and that's what Page's been able to do. Look at that.
27 carries, 320 yards. The meter keeps going.
And it's a competitive enough football game right now where it has to keep going. I mean, he's not just running up numbers.
And an inside handoff and good running room. That time for Damian Smith as he's able to pick up 6 right up the middle. Well, I guess it leads to this question, Mike. Springfield, this team not picked to maybe compete for a championship in the NLL. But is this team good enough in your mind after watching them tonight to maybe push those guys at the top of the NLL?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this is a team that's much more than Eric Page. I love the way the Gercios play on defense and on offense. Shocks impressed me from the center position. I think Damian's going to get stronger and stronger as a back, and I love Shepler and Hare as wideouts. This team has weapons. Grow and develop. Believe in yourselves. Keep getting better. They've impressed me.
Now we got a penalty flag on the play. The handoff. Somehow he got to Damian Smith as it went down. We got a penalty flag on the play.
Now that
one's going to be against Springfield.
Yeah, that one got a little bit lucky there. You might need to tuck that ball away and just take the loss instead of trying to get it to your running back, Damian Smith. Because that's where disasters can happen. You know, you want to hold on to the ball. The ball's more important right now. Move the chains, move the clock. It's more important than another score. And you got to hold on to that football and keep it moving.
Right.
And that's what you want to do. And that time, that might have been the first time we sort of saw Eric maybe try and do too much.
Well, BCSN, WTOL Sports joined together in a unique and historic alliance to form the T Sports Report. The T offers fans an inside look at local sports unlike any station in Toledo. Join Dan Cummins, Jordan Strack, and Jim Heller for 90 minutes of hard-hitting highlights from area schools beginning at 10:30 every Friday night. Tune in to the T Sports Report. I did tune in last week, as a matter of fact.
Great show, great inauguration. Just get more and more polished. It's fun to see the action and the conversations take place.
So after the penalty, it sets up 2nd down and 9, ball resting on the 50-yard line. Page right up the middle, and he's got it down to the 45, give him 5 more on the ground. Carry number 28 on the night for Eric Page.
And that hasn't been too many, you know, maybe even could have been a few more. But Coach Conley finding those other weapons, developing those other weapons. This is a big 4th quarter here. Now, the offense has done a great job because you're going to make plays. You're going to score points. Can you move chains and create long drives? This thing started on the 3-yard line, Matt, and it's important to be able to do that and be a championship football team. It's important to just sort of suck the clock away from your opponent. And at the same time, should Bowsher get the ball back, you want that defense to come back with that same energy they showed at the start of the 4th quarter.
So Page again will take the snap on 3rd down and 5. He steps up and throws. But we got whistles. We got flags everywhere. This play is dead. With 6:25 to go in the 4th quarter.
And Matt, that's a great call. I think the play got whistled dead. I don't think you're going to be able to decline this. I think it's just going to get marked back and play football from there. Those are always those real scary plays, too, because it kind of gets half started, half stopped, and that's where injuries can sort of happen sometimes. You just want to sort of take over and just let that whistle go so everybody knows to stop. That's a dangerous situation in a football game.
So to bring up 3rd down and 9. Springfield has it from the 50-yard line. Page will roll out to his right, looking to throw. Waits and throws wide open at the 20-yard line. This is a walk-in into the end zone for the touchdown for Springfield. That one was wide open from the get-go. Page found his wide receiver, Tyler Grogg, a 50-yard touchdown pass.
We're having some fun now. Boy, he just sold that. Look at him just buy time back here. There's some pressure coming, but he just sits, he looks, he allows the wheel to develop, and then, oh my, we got blown coverage deep downfield. And sometimes that can be a pretty tough ball to throw, but just get it up in the air, make your receiver get to it, and make it the easiest throw and catch in the world. That's a lot of fun. That's a nice drive by Springfield. 97 yards, Matt.
Total blown coverage. The extra point is up, and it is good. And Springfield with 6:02 to go in the fourth quarter. They have blown it open, 41-14. The Blue Devils have the lead. 41-14, Springfield has the lead. Eric Page has ran for 5 touchdowns. He just threw his first touchdown pass of the night. The kickoff is fielded by Bowsher, and again, they'll have good starting position up across their 40-yard line as Patterson returns it there to the 41. And for the Rebels, they had their shots in this game, there's no question, Mike. I mean, they had their chances. They had the fumble on the opening drive in the second half when they were moving again. Then they go down and score to pull it back to within 14. They've got Springfield stopped to a 4th and 9 back in their own 25-yard line. And they give up the huge pass play on 4th down. And really that's what has kind of turned into that, because it went down and scored again as Bowsher trying the pitch. That's a forward lateral. That shouldn't count unless Springfield recovers. And Springfield does. So Shelton trying to make a play there. Looked like he tried to pitch it forward.
Tried to do a little too much. I agree. It looked like a pretty blatant forward pitch, but they ruled it a fumble. Springfield recovers. That's an important football play. You've got your guys out there playing defense. We've talked about the fourth quarter. We've talked about this. You know, good team and championship team comes down to defense. Go make plays on defense. Boy, they've impressed me. And points. Now, Bowsher, when you mentioned it, there's some things. Go back to the drawing board. Look at some things. Execution, elimination of penalties. This is a young team. This is a team that's played hard with every snap. Finish this game strong, and then prepare for week 3. That's what football's all about.
That sure is. It looks like more and more Springfield's going to be a player when it comes to the NLL. And they have decided to go with a quarterback change. Looks like Eric Page, his night might be done. Dirk Ruckman is going to come in, the junior. So a false start on Springfield. And that's what getting up here by this score, Mike, with 5:47 to go gives you a chance to get some other kids the playing time.
As a coach, you care more about these moments, I think, than sometimes kids realize and sometimes fans realize. This is a moment to get your guys out there, let them play, get some extra plays. There's a great run.
Boy, lower in his shoulder is Damian Smith.
And that's important. Damian Smith has had a good night. He will be a very important piece of this puzzle as the NLL season progresses. But you said it before, Matt, for a coach to be able to get these kids in, celebrate, you're playing at home, it's just a great thing.
All right, there's Eric Page, 520 total yards tonight, 6 touchdowns. He is, Mike Jewell, our National City Player of the Game. I think no doubt about that one. National City Player of the Game, Eric Page.
There's a poise to the way he just carries himself, his demeanor, and it's so impressive. The helmet stays on, as it does with all these Springfield kids. They've earned it, and it's that respect. It's that respect for the kids who are out there playing now. It's that respect for the football game, and I think that is one of the most impressive qualities of Eric Page. Just that calmness, but that competitiveness. You see it in his eyes. Boy, what a start to the football season. What a start to your senior year. And remember, this is a kid whom people have told me, I got to get out in spring and watch. People have told me, you got to watch this kid play baseball.
Yeah.
Might be his best sport, some have told me.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to lean on the football side. 530 total yards tonight and 6 touchdowns for Eric Page. And right now you're getting some running, and this looks like a defense that has certainly gotten tired, Mike.
That's it. It's been exhausting, and it's not just the number of plays that are out there. It's the intensity, and it's the pressure of having that number 5 out there. I mean, you play it up, you play it down, whatever you decide to do during the week. It is so frantic and so exhausting to just sort of play a guy like that who can break your heart, take it away, and the execution of this entire Springfield offense. It does start to wear you down. Now, you suck it up, you find something to pull it out, and you finish this game with pride. This is an important stop by the Rebel defense for the rest of the season.
And right up the middle is Dirk Ruckman.
Dirk Ruckman with the run.
Boy, this night certainly belonging to our National City Player of the Game, Eric Page. Well, let's go back, Mike, to play number 1 of this season, of this game. Play number 1 is our Ballast big play of the game, and it features, yes, our National City Player of the Game, Eric Page.
Cuts at full speed. Set it there. You get another look at it now. He just sees the field as the great runners do. Finish it off. Had some downfield blocks, some downfield help. Big time play there to start off the football game. And it sends a message. It sends a message, Matt. Hey, we're here to play tonight. We're ready.
That's our Ballast big play of the game. Dirk Ruckman had a big run while we were looking at the Ballast big play.
Nice tough run, and again, shotgun position, this offensive formation. Yes, you're a quarterback, but you've got to run like a tailback when your number's called. And Ruckman did a fine job there of attacking the line of scrimmage, seeing his hole, and getting some yardage.
And he has Springfield set up with another first down and 10 just outside the 10-yard line. We're down to 3:15 to go in the fourth quarter. And Ruckman going to keep it himself. Tries to cut it to the outside, inside the 5. And it'll be dropped at the 4-yard line. Ruckman, the junior quarterback. Might be his team next year with the Springfield Blue Devils.
Yes, it can be. And I tell you what, number 21, I think it's Alex Grogg. Beautiful job getting in there in front of him from his running back position and sealing off that linebacker, creating the cutback for Ruckman.
Well, we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Springfield 41, Bowsher 14.
Clay next week.
We are back here at Springfield. Blue Devils up 41-14. They made the wholesale changes. They're going with all the backups and the youngsters are in. Get some playing time here, getting an opportunity to maybe punch one in the end zone. Ruckman is the quarterback, Dirk Ruckman, the junior.
Just running the maximum time off.
Nope, now we got another stoppage by the officials.
Mouthpiece, maybe?
Now we got a flag.
I don't think it was delayed game. You didn't see the back judge hand go up.
It's a false start.
Seemed like he was lecturing the center there a little bit, but I'm not sure what the center did that was wrong or what happened.
So it'll be second down from the 9-yard line for Springfield. And they'll try it right up the middle, pushing the pile ahead. As Ruckman gets it back to basically where they were a moment ago. So this Bowsher team, Mike, in your estimation, as they go into the City League and get into City League play, is this a team you foresee as getting better and maybe being a tougher play as the season goes along?
I think so. I think there's some athletes on defense. I think they've played tough today. I don't think there's many Eric Pages running around, but there are some great football players in the City League. It's that level of consistency. Can you correct your mistakes? Do you have enough athleticism? And I think the Bowsher Rebels do. I think the mistakes are correctable. And I do think this is a team that believes in what they're doing. They play hard. They're well coached. They're going to get better.
Ruckman right up the middle, has it into the end zone for the Springfield touchdown. They'll add 6 more, and they're up 47-14.
Nice run there. Nice job by Ruckman. Again, you see it, you sense it, you're in the shotgun. We'll get a great look at it here. Boy, he attacks it, comes after it. Nice surge up front. And Ruckman just senses the cutback and attacks, gets to the boundary, gets to the line for the touchdown.
And they'll bring out Patrick Hartman to attempt the extra point. Been so impressed with him all night, Mike, on defense. Extra point is up, and it is good. 48-14, Springfield running away from the Bowsher Rebels. Well, Springfield 48-14 over Bowsher. As we're in the late stages of the fourth quarter. Springfield really opening it up late third quarter and into the fourth. That last touchdown there. This ball will land down by the goal line. And a good job just to get out to the 10-yard line. That's where Bowsher offense will come out. I guess, Mike Jewell, that's the positives you take from this if you're the Bowsher Rebels. The fact that, one, you were in this game all the way into the late stages of the third quarter. Two, your offense really started moving the football tonight. I mean, remember, they had a holding penalty, took away a touchdown. They've had a couple of turnovers, which have cost them, and the penalties have cost them some drives as well. Otherwise, maybe they're in a shootout right now with this Springfield team.
It's a great observation. It's a young team. It's a team that's got to sort of continue to develop that consistency that I think Springfield showed out here tonight. I think it was. I think it was a good, tough football game, like you said, for 3 quarters. And then that Springfield moxie, that Springfield guts that you want to have to get to that next level. They had it, they got it going, and they sort of took advantage of every little thing done wrong by the Rebels, which is what good teams do to you.
Yeah, and they did it tonight in the later stages of the game. They started pulling away and won. They also have Eric Page, remember?
Yes, and that's a great calming force combined with motivating force. You know, all these kids sort of look up to it. And I'm telling you what, and I say it, and I'm looking at a distance, you know, but just watching him and the way he carries himself from a distance, this is everything you want in a senior leader. Quiet, tough, lead by example, calm under pressure. And you combine that with some of the fiery and ferociousness of the Springfield defense, because they came back, they rallied. You know, they'd get punched in the mouth a little bit on a play and come right back and make plays. I think that could be the key. That could be the difference. That's what Coach Connolly wanted so hard in those summer months.
Yeah, and he talked about it all the way back in the Banner Mattress Coach's Corner, about how this defense, yes, they're going to score points, but it's when this defense is there that might make the big difference.
And that's great vision by him and great leadership by him to let these kids understand how important it is to play football on that defensive side.
Good run up the middle for Bowsher, gets him out across the 25-yard line with another flag down at the end of the play. Minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter. A 48-14 game. Eric Page, there he is, National City Player of the Game. 530 yards of total offense tonight, through the air, through the ground. 6 touchdowns, 5 with his legs, 1 with his arm.
And again, but I'm not gonna get away from those intangibles. What's he doing right there? His eyes are locked out on the field. He's talking to his teammates as he's watching the younger guys play. There's no dancing going around. He has every right to do it, but he's just being a great team player, great leader with composure out there watching the football game. It's just fun to see.
Well, it's first down and 10 for Bowsher. They'll toss it out, still playing hard. Out across the 40, 45, 50. Nice cutback. Hannibal is loose into the Springfield territory, and he's inside the 30-yard line before he's dropped. Here you see some of that. There is some explosive players on this Bowsher team.
That's it, and you get them the ball. They've done a nice job of getting the ball. They're explosive players, and these are the things that you'll develop. It's a good offensive scheme. It's going to get better and stronger, and one of the real positives I think Bowsher can take out of this with film, I've just been so impressed with the way Brian Shelton has run the offense.
Yep, out of that triple option, the reads that he has to go through. This time the right one, right up the middle. And then get him down to the 20-yard line off of Brown's carry.
Boy,
It'd be nice to see Bowsher maybe punch one in here at the end of the game.
It would be. They've earned it. You know, keep playing hard, keep getting after it. It ain't going to be easy. You see Springfield Blue Devils keep playing hard, but it is. It's just one of those things you want to see. You've got to go out and earn it on the field.
Next week, you and I, Mike, will head up over the state line. We'll be in Bedford, Saline and Bedford. Shelton trying to make his way to the end zone. He does. Touchdown for Bowsher. As Shelton made his way, he's had some good fakes. And like you said, grasping the offense a little better, as I'm sure he will each and every week.
That's it. And that's it. Beautiful execution. Way to make things happen.
And remember, he is a junior.
Sell that fake, get it down there, stay down there, stop moving. Sometimes quarterbacks, they keep moving when they're going to keep the ball, and they might have a great fake with their upper body, but you got to stop, freeze, just like you would on a handoff, and then shoot yourself out of a cannon, explode with the football. You've also got to explode after you've handed the ball off to the fullback on a secondary fake, a post handoff fake, and Shelton's been doing that all night.
The extra point is up, and it is true, so the late touchdown for Bowsher makes it 48-21. And the Rebels get on the board again. They've got 21 tonight, but it's all Springfield. 48-21, our score. Welcome back. Springfield returning the kickoff. And they'll have it first down and 10, cross their 40. I'm sure this will be more of the victory formation. Mr. Jewell?
One of the funnest formations ever, man. You got practice with your ones, practice with your twos, and have some fun maybe and execute on Friday nights.
Well, like I was saying, next week you and I head up over the state line to see Bedford, the Kicking Mules. They take on Saline. That should be a pretty good matchup.
A lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun to get to see some Michigan football. Springfield's going to go on and tackle the City League again with Oregon Clay. What should be a nice Week 3 matchup. And then it's into the NLL, into the Toledo City League for the City League teams like Bowsher.
As we both are seeing, we might see a Springfield team that could surprise some people when they hit the NLL. A lot of talent, led by their fine quarterback, Eric Page.
I hope so. And I'm going to give a little props. Last time I saw these guys, we played them a lot in this week, too. Always a lot of red on the uniform. The red looked fine, but, boy, I really like that blue and white look with the white piping. It's a nice uniform, and things like that matter. It's a good look for Springfield. Nice new look. Get after and have a great season.
You coaches.
Hey, we're fashion gurus, baby.
Wondering about the look.
We care
about the look.
We care deeply. Show me a coach, I'll show you one fashion hot mug, baby.
All right. 48-21 the final. Springfield knocks off Bowsher. The Blue Devils 2-0 to start this season. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching BCSN. Okay. Welcome back to Springfield. 48-21 the final. The Blue Devils defeat the Bowsher Rebels tonight here at Springfield. Matt Melzak on the field, joined by our National City Player of the Game, Eric Page. And Eric, just ho-hum, 530 yards and 6 touchdowns tonight. Offense was really moving. You got it going on the first play of the game, the 90-yard touchdown run.
We were just clicking on all cylinders tonight, and just everybody came together for a good game.
Talk about this this offense. In 2 games, you guys have put up over 100 points already on the season. Why has this offense been so successful to start the year?
We just opened it up a lot. We're doing a lot of passing and running and just getting everybody involved with the ball and just trying to spread it around.
It seemed like the thought tonight was to keep the ball on the ground a lot. Was that something that Bowsher was showing you on the field?
Yeah, our coach was talking about how they're going to put maybe 4 in the box or 5 in the box, so coach would just tell me if I could have the run or pass, and I just choose on the field.
All right, we got to know the 4th down play. You're 4th and 9. You're in your own inside your own 30-yard line. For some reason, you make the call. Was that your call or was that the sidelines call to go for it there? You guys pick up the 1st down, go on and score a touchdown. Kind of blew the game open.
Yeah, that's our call. We run a spread punt, and just if the linebackers don't key our players, we just run a little white plane, throw it to them.
And at that point you did, because really, if Bowsher goes down and scores, if you guys were to punt, Bowsher goes down and scores, this is a different game, isn't it?
True, yeah. We were only by, I think, 7 at that point, but, yeah, that kind of busted the game open right there.
The focus for this team right now, you're obviously going to try to win the NLL. That's obviously the main goal, but how do games like this help you guys develop and get to that goal?
Just everybody counting on each other, knowing that we can come through in the clutch, and just looking forward to the season.
All right, Eric, our National City Player of the Game, Eric Page, congratulations on the night and the win tonight. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
All right, thank you. That's Eric Page. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. 48-21 the final. Springfield over Bowsher on BCSN.
But he's young. He might end up going
check,
there for
1, 2,
13th
3,
year.
4. Mike
check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check here at Springfield High School. 48 to something. 21.
48-21.
Hey.
The Fighting Mike. 48-21, the final. The Springfield Blue Devils defeat the Bowsher Rebels tonight here at Springfield. Welcome back on the field. Matt Melzak, joined by my broadcast partner, Mike Jewell. And, Mike, tonight, this was a game, the score may be a little bit deceiving as the way this game ended up going, in favor of Springfield. This was a pretty close game in the middle of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it was. Bowsher responded with several key moments throughout the game. Remember, Springfield starts with that 90-yard dash, our play of the game. But Bowsher's offense was able to respond. Enough stops by that Rebel defense, but I tell you what, irresistible force. Springfield just keeps coming at you. Eric Page creates plays, and the dam just sort of broke open there, like you said, right at the end of that 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 530 yards tonight, 6 touchdowns combined running and passing for our National City Player of the Game, Eric Page. We saw the gaudy numbers he put up against Oak Harbor last week, Mike. I don't know if we totally believed it. We had to see it for ourselves. Yeah. But, boy, we saw it tonight.
We did. And again, the thing that impresses me, beyond the statistics, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, statistics aren't that important. You can't ignore statistics like that. But the real thing is his ability to make big plays when big plays are needed, his ability to play with a calmness. There's a big play factor to him combined with that tough yard mentality of a tailback. That's what he's got.
And something you like tonight, Mike, that I want to hit on as we're wrapping things up here from Springfield is the fact that this Springfield defense that, they got into some shootouts a lot last year. This defense looked a lot better as Bowsher's offense got better, too.
That's the key. I think that's what you take out of this game. Let all of Northwestern Ohio talk about those numbers and stats. Coach Conley's been stressing it all summer long. If we're going to be a championship team, it comes down to whether or not we can play NLL style, Sylvania Southview, Perrysburg, bone-crushing defense, attack people and have fun. And that's what we saw a little bit of. You're right. They got tested by Bowsher's offense, but, man, they responded with some big plays, and they took over early in that 3rd quarter and into the 4th.
Well, that's going to do it from here at Springfield tonight. For my broadcast partner, Mike Jewell, and our entire BCSN crew, my name is Matt Melzak. Once again, your final score, Springfield 48, Bowsher 21. Good night, everybody.